When you want to win in League of Legends, you want Baron.
Crescendo comes out, the baby gets the smite out there. That's going to be Gilius that picks it up, but SK take a very low in the pin here. Candy Panda jumps back in, but it's TPA coming out on top.
In League, Baron Nashor's power is critical for closing out the map. Sometimes it's earned.
The flip of a coin could just decide it all, and it comes up heads for BLG.
Sometimes it's taken.
Does XDG have the focus to pull this fight in their favor? Cruiser goes down immediately. Xfinitty's big there with a double kill. Cutie Pie, Dig, why did you go for Baron?
And the unique importance of the game's most powerful objective means that securing Baron is a crucial skill for a pro jungler.
He's got absolutely no mana, and Tal has to be the hero. Can he get the flux in here as he is going to use the Realm Warp Blank? He's going to get in there. Got Baron again!
Whether securing it or stealing it.
An 80 carry being bottom. Oh my god, he stole it! Biglet comes up with a big one steal!
The old look or the new.
Kuma, can he steal it?
Kuma will have to fire right.
This is the story of Baron Nashor. In the earliest days of League of Legends, Baron Nashor was a neutral objective that gave the team that killed it a global buff called Exalted with Baron Nashor. But the name itself is even older than that. It comes from League's progenitor, Defense of the Ancients. There, and later in Dota 2, Rosen was a powerful neutral enemy, and Nashor is its anagram. Initially, the Exalted with Baron Nashor buff was a 3-minute increase to attack damage and ability power. The buff was substantial, so even back then, Baron was an objective that had to be contested. But taking Baron is a risk. He hammers away at nearby champions, so if the other team shows up, it's bound to get hectic.
AAA knows they've been spotted now, but can they get it in time? It's going to be close, and I'm not quite sure it is yet. The fight has started, and it's grabbed by Fnatic. This is good shape for them. Let's see how this fight's going to turn out. Looks like Kuja already dead. Yellowstar getting crushed right now by Shushay and the rest, and this is looking so good for Fnatic right now.
It wasn't until the preseason patch for Season 5, when Summoner's Rift underwent a bunch of changes, that Baron changed too. Like before, he hammered nearby champions by attacking them with a number of abilities, but he looked different and spawned at the 15-minute mark. Most importantly though, since it now empowered nearby minions, the Baron buff became focused around pushing down the enemy base, making it even more critical.
Baron buff, arguably much more powerful than it is on live, still gives you the attack damage and ability power. You no longer get the regen, but it makes you recall twice as fast, and now, most importantly, buffs all of your nearby minions. You kind of like carry the aura to them, right?
For leading your army in battle.
So why do we make this change, and what real impact is this going to have, especially with how much teams already put on Baron right now?
For me, I feel like the Baron buff of the new season is one of the most terrifying changes.
Us too. Yeah.
But potentially the best change from my experience playing with it. What this does is the Baron buff isn't actually making the minions do much more damage. It's just making it so they actually give you time to hit the turret. So if a team gets Baron, they have an absolute opportunity to finish the game, and they need to take that chance because they're not going to be able to siege out. If they get poked back, it's not like they can heal up, they're going to have to go back. Really, really scary.
Big things like this, okay, like there's no way to know exactly how it's going to turn out until we start seeing it over the course of like hundreds of games or something. Like not even hundreds, obviously thousands, because of how popular League is, but you get what I'm saying.
Since Baron was such an important part of League meta, it's fitting then that one of the most impressive dynasties in the game's history would develop a reputation for inevitable wins, and that often meant Baron was involved. Between 2013 and 2017, SK Telecom T1 showed a level of excellence that was difficult for opponents to match. They won 3 world championships, and their reputation for dominance grew.
Well, if there's anything that SKT's shown, it's the ability to cultivate new talent as they take another very easy Baron, and Foam's like, yep, I'm getting ready to hoist a big check.
Particularly from 2015 onward, Baron was a key objective to be seized, and SKT made sure that their opponents knew that taking it when they were on the Rift would never be easy.
QG are setting up for Baron.
Wolf and Bang just towards the outside here as well. They need to hold this one up. Tempered Fate comes in. Only 2 QG players caught in that one here. The rest are free to fight, and that's why Blank and Wolf have to sit right up back. Oh my lord! SKT steal the Baron. Incredible stuff. And Uzi drops down. Now Bang might be caught though. He needs to try and kite Bang. Bang is doing all the work. It's a triple kill.
Okay, are they going to go for the Baron now? They have to.
Immediately.
Go for the Baron right now because Duke is so dangerous in the current position.
They're going for it. All right, they grab Pure. Can they get this Baron here? Baron a little bit low. Watch is coming in. Big Agony's embrace. Baron getting lower. Gets taken by SKT. They're going to turn on to Naja now. Watch in a bit of trouble here. Marin in the back lines and Goong can't get too close. Big explosive cast. Splits them up. Can they skirmish? Bang with the kill there. Watch going to go down as well. Bengi gets one. Pure in the back lines. Another. It's a double kill for Bang. SKT somehow, some way, they found a chance.
Well, that's going to be a Baron for Jinair.
Should be, yeah.
Jinair did the right thing. They immediately ulted Faker with the Lissandra ult and then focused him instead.
Yep. Well, Duke and Bang actually causing a lot of damage here. Duke's going to pick up one kill. That Baron still has half health here. Bang doing work in the pit right now. Trace tries to go for the taunt, misses it. Bang still has his flash. That's a double kill for Duke. That's a triple kill for Duke. He's going for another one. Kuzan has to flash out. Trace still there. Kuzan using the E to get out, actually. And SK Telecom, here comes Wolf. He can take that Baron.
Oh my.
Curtain call. Oh, Bang
canceled.
knocked out of it. Baron MVP, but SK Telecom still going to be able to take it. What a turnaround.
Why did Baron seem to favor SKT so much? Well, much of their era was about team fighting. And in this respect, they were peerless. Even if they somehow fell behind, it seemed like the team could always find the perfect route through a skirmish. So naturally, a lot of the time, Baron loomed over a game's finale. Another factor to consider was the incredible lineup of junglers fielded by SKT during this time. Bengi, Blank, and later Peanut were all big names that consistently shone around the Baron pit throughout their careers.
He's got absolutely no mana, and Tal has to be the hero. Can he get the flux in here as he is going to use the Realm Warp Blank? He's going to get in there. That goddamn Baron again!
But not every team had the same success around the Baron pit. While it was a place you went to finish the game, things often could, and did, go wrong. And in the highest pressure moments, some teams even developed a reputation for failing in Baron's shadow.
Now the question is, do they have trying to rush this down? It's getting pretty low. The Ezreal ultimate's got across. There comes Kane. He's going to go to Dignitas. He should be able to get the crescendo down. The Baron has gone down, and Scar Dignitas have picked up the Baron. They managed to get in there. Have they got the damage? So Najit sort of doing the team fight. Scar's going to get dropped eventually. There goes Scar. I'm in fight just off to the side. Have they got the damage? Song hasn't got his egg available. Owen will dominate, trying to finish him off, but he gets stunned up. He can't get the last hit down.
They're going for it with a blue buff Karthus right now.
And here comes the rest of the team. Mash Me and Zion Sparta running across. Jinte puts the ball down. Can he get another miraculous shockwave? And of course, Kiwikin coming in from the back. Baron losing more health down to 1,000 health. Oh my gosh, Nintendo steals it, and there's the shockwave. Do they have the damage? Scar does not have Zonia's nor Seraph's. Will they get the pain down? Jinte forced to flash away. Crumbs is in, and here comes Kiwi Kid as well. Who's got the damage? Nintendo is up in the front. Kiwi Kid kind of alone in the front line. Nintendo getting burned down. They find one kill.
Even before Baron had a new look and a new buff, Dignitas, or Dignitas, as they were sometimes mockingly called, were finding brave new ways to lose the game at Baron.
This is the point where you make a risky call. This, you have to choose. If you want to end the game now,
oh dear,
they're going for it. This is still very risky. The 3 members of XCG might be enough to contest this. If they just wait around and poke them inside the turret, they could cause Dignitas to be very scared and abort their mission.
Baron looking a little low here. They do want to abort Kobe. They're going onto Bloodwater. Zuna comes up from the backside. That's some low HP bars on Dig. Does XDG have the focus to pull this fight in their favor? Cruiser goes down immediately. Xfinity's big there with a double kill. Cutie Pie. Dig, why did you go for Baron?
Basically, the Baron pit was the flagpole. and the rest of the LCS and the world were bullying Dignitas there. This happened so often, compilations were made as far back as 2014, and Dignitas' notorious Baron troubles quickly became an enduring meme that outlasted the org's initial time in the LCS.
All right, talk to me about that first game. You guys in the driver's seat the entire game, and then right when I think you guys got the game in the bag, you lose 8-hit Baron at the same time. So what were you guys thinking? What were you guys doing?
I mean, Dignitas is out of the LCS now, so somebody's got to take the reins in terms of Baron throws, and we decided that's going to be us. So for the past 4 or so weeks, we've just been throwing at Baron, throwing at Baron, throwing at Baron, and we thought we'd just continue the streak here today.
Even cursed teams got a little help from Baron from time to time, though.
And they have all the time in the world here to trade for Baron.
I mean, you don't trade this because your Nexus will die.
No,
your Nexus will die. The Baron takes too long to kill. What are they thinking?
That's bad news, Bears. I do not know where that call just came from.
You can interrupt
this is
these,
gonna be over. That's not empowered. Transcendent bleeds through the entire team. That's going to put the nail in the coffin. And after being on their heels for the past 7 minutes, Dignitas is going to take down the Nexus to win their first game of the North American Spring Split.
And sure, Dignitas might have been the most obvious example, but the truth is that Baron is about closing out the game. Less experienced teams might show off flashy plays early in the match, but when it's time to close out against veteran squads, a Baron throw exposes the cracks in the foundation.
We don't really have like the right play in our mind that we need to make to actually close out the game. Like, we can get these leads all the time, but then like it's super easy to throw at Baron because you're in the driver's seat completely, but yet it can always be, there's always such a chance for like a 50-50 with smite, right?
Whether it was possible or not for a team to successfully use Baron to win, it was never a sure bet for anyone. Because as long as there's one person alive, especially the jungler, anything could happen around the pit. And while the very best teams in the world have always tried to make Baron a sure thing, sometimes that's just not possible. Sometimes you have to roll the dice. And it's always been that way.
All they have to do is stand within that queue. If he gets it, he's get that percent damage into the smite, and it's quite hard to dodge. But look at that. I'll just make a human wall here. They might try to kill shot coming in. They could get the pull on. They do. Oh, no, they do not.
Oh, my God.
There's the burn. The shield's going to wear off in time. Oh, the ultimate goes across. He gets out with 100 HP. The Baron, are you kidding me? Oh, Bloodwater steals Baron with a... I don't even know what to say.
With a rank 1 tornado.
If there was one constant around Baron as an objective, it was the idea of the Baron 50-50.
Can they take the fight? Zeus now going in on Najun, leaping back right over the wall. The shutdown is huge on the bid, and PLG might have just thrown everything away. Absolute patience in the face of disaster. The flip of a coin could just decide it all, and it comes up heads for PLG.
If both junglers were alive at a comparable level and near the pit, then either one could smite the last of Baron's hit points to secure it. And that means that both were trying to pull a frame-perfect trigger as the fight raged around them.
我们这里有演的。
我跟你们说，强龙，我绝对自信，不继续打吗？我觉得可以不打。我自信啊，我很自信，兄弟们。
I feel like this fight should squarely be in favor of top esports. Can Hacker find some kind of miracle steal though? Chaos Storm also up for trying.
He wants to go in. Xiaopeng set him away. He goes back in the pit to get the smite down. Xiaopeng went in and out, and I tell you what's like going into a Kmart in peak season. Ultra Prime have left their support. The Peter has to flush away. Top esports making a 1-for-1, but Xiaopeng, what an absolute baller.
And with junglers so used to playing around Baron, even the smallest miscalculation could be fatal. But it's not always the junglers either. Any champion that can reach out and hurt the Baron can steal it. And so certain players became known for having this killer instinct that stealing a Baron requires. Like Gumayushi, who stole 2 of them in a critical series.
Zeus is going to have to disrupt a lot here. Carry a look at his own barrel away. Def pulls him right back to safety. Bingen is ready to go for Faker, and they find him. Deft again will kill Faker with the Baron, but Zeka dies to the Baron auto. T1 is fighting back. The Baron still at 3,000 HP. Def looking to go. No way in the world. Def dies next. Gumayushi just stole Baron!
TRX circled T1 like sharks, herding them in. T1 didn't find a response. Guma, can he steal it?
Guma will have to fire a hell of a... What the?
must just about see it. The arrow of a lifetime. The steal of a lifetime from Gumayushi. That's twice in this series he's done it.
Sometimes, Baron steals have even allowed established narratives to change and for new stories to take root. Like when Smeb made history, leading Rox to their first domestic finals win.
Can they take it out though? It's still risky, even with Peanut down. Gangplank ult is up, remember. Rox Tigers fighting for their tournament life here, fighting for perhaps their team life. Baron taken. Oh, it's taken by Smeb! Smeb stole the Baron! Smeb stole the Baron! They're going after Fly now, and Rox Tigers turning it around. Hachani so low. That's 2 kills. That's 2 kills for Smeb.
Unbelievable Baron steal.
He did it!
In a game that has always been about snowballing a lead, about grinding your opponent down, Baron remains a place where sometimes none of that matters. Where everyone, from your silver teammates to the very best players in the world, just have to come up clutch. And despite incremental changes and shifting metas, Baron has remained much the same as it always has. Even in a game that changes as often as League of Legends, it has been a constant, a pillar of the map and strategy and team fights since the very beginning. But even now, in 2023, games are often decided at Baron. At MSI, in the midst of a meta that's centered on intense team fighting, the Baron pit saw plenty of bloodshed.
Cloud9 committing to the Baron for now. Still the Rivers of the wall. Where's the Poppy at? The Baron's going to be stolen away by the Golden Guardians. They've already found a kill on Blabber, and now they're going to find Fudge as well.
G2 were not able to find him this time. Still a little bit risky. Unhinged. Pretty low, but Caps does not have.
He can kill everybody. He just casks in. Oh no!
Chovy has teleport available, 10 seconds on him coming back into this fight. T1, they know it, they want to try and get this turn soon, but the knock up on Zeus, he's taking so much damage here from Genji, but it's a phenomenal ult from Ona, and they will secure the Baron. This guy's Poppy has been absurd this game.
Just like the weird void-born creature that took the shape of a river serpent, Baron has formed its own identity over the years. Baron served as an epic backdrop to some of the game's greatest ever moments. Careers were made and unmade. Hopes rose and fell in the shadow of the serpent. And because it's where games are lost and heroes are forged, fans and hopefuls know that when you step into the pit, any mistake can be fatal. And Baron Nashor is the one that'll decide your fate.